So, lads, today we're going to be talking about the referees, and I'm going to give my opinion on the WNBA referees and what I just, in general, think about it. Because, like, we saw the game yesterday, and this is a video that I didn't realize how bad it was until today. I'm not going to lie. I did not realize how bad it was until today. Like, I was seeing constant tweets put out over the last day, and even some of them where it was like, it's mostly the one where Stephanie White ended up having to get teed up, where it was like, it was literally like the rules of basketball are being changed. And I just want to see, there was one that they won a challenge. They literally won a challenge where, I'm not joking when I say this, like, Michaela Timpson is on the end line. And by the way, it was a soft foul, but it was a foul. So Michaela Timpson is on the sideline, and she's like kind of trying to get her balance. She's on one leg. She's trying to get her balance to get back in bounds. And as she's like on one leg, a little bit off balance, trying to get her balance, Angel Wilson just comes in and knocks her over. Like, did Angel Wilson hit her hard? No. Did Angel Wilson hit her hard? No. But it's like, I mean, if the Jenga tower is almost leaning over, if the Jenga tower is fully the way it is, and you hit it, you give it a little hit, it's going to be fine. But if the Jenga tower is about to fall over, all you have to do is tip. Doesn't matter how strong something is. If something's about to fall over, all you have to do is tip it, send it over the edge. And the referees rightfully called a foul. And somehow, I mean this, somehow, they challenged and won. They challenged and won. And won. Like, it was a ridiculous call. The referee went to the replay and saw somebody knock somebody out of bounds and say, you know what, incidental contact. I'm sorry, you can't knock someone over. It doesn't matter if it's incident. Like, it doesn't matter about the amount of contact. You can't just knock somebody over, but according to referees, you can. Then this one was hilarious. Like, you can't just go over the back. You can't just go over somebody's back for a jump ball. I'm sorry, what? Like, they were both, by the way, Lexi Hull grabs the ball, brings it down, and Angel Wilson grabs the ball. In fairness, she doesn't touch Lexi Hull. But you can't just go around somebody's back like that. You can't just grab around somebody's back like that. They called that a jump ball. And this was the worst. This is the most egregious foul call. This is one of the worst foul calls I've ever seen. And this is the reason why I'm making this video. I see this tweet everywhere. And it was like, we talked about it and we were like, I tweeted out yesterday. And it was like, I said refs X, Aaliyah X, layup X, effort's the only reason. I tweeted they're rewriting the rules of basketball for ages. Like, the refs just ruled you're allowed to push someone out of bounds as long as your name is Angel Wilson. And look, Angel Wilson is a generational player with an even more generational whistle. Like, not only that, we also can't forget the amount of... Aaliyah Boston picked up 3 phantom fouls on Angel Wilson. Like, Angel Wilson would dribble into Aaliyah Boston. On one stage, she dribbled into Aaliyah Boston. And in fairness, Aaliyah did foul her. But then, she jumped into Aaliyah, took a step back, and shot the ball nowhere near Aaliyah Boston. And won. I'm like, what? What in the continuation is this? But look, watch Kirsten Bell right here. Watch Kirsten Bell. This game's over at this stage. Kirsten Bell just grabs Kelsey Mitchell. She already, like, she has a hand on Kelsey Mitchell there. She has 2 hands on Kelsey Mitchell. She gets hit by the screen. She's just hugging Kelsey Mitchell. She's literally just grabbing her. The referee is staring at it. This referee's not looking at the ball. And I don't know where the third referee is. This ref is staring at it and is like, nah, we good. She's still holding on to her. This is a good 2 seconds of her holding on to Kelsey Mitchell. And the referee's staring at it. Nah. And then the referee, not even the referee she's shouting at, the referee who ignored the foul, tees up Stephanie White. Like, Stephanie White is getting fines because I think they need to. I mean this when I say this. Every time a player or a coach gets fined, every time, like, every single time a coach or a player gets teed up based on a compounding call, as in they compound a bad call with a technical foul for complaining about a bad call, when it is obvious like this, compounding a blatant bad call, I think the fine should be rescinded. I think a compounding call should always be rescinded. Like, at this stage, you just can't. We can't be in a league where referees can compound 1, 2, 3 bad calls in a row and it could lead to a player or a coach getting kicked out of a game. Where a player can get kicked out because of complete referee malpractice. And the problem is, if you guys look at these refs in these scenarios, like this when the referee's looking. But this referee does not have the greatest angle of this. They can't see it. This referee is looking here. Why? What is this referee looking towards? Nothing. Like, if you watch the referees, and this is where it's like, referees just game feel. This referee is staring at nothing. There's nothing going on here. This referee is staring at nothing. This referee should be looking in this area here. And let's be real, the other referee's too slow down the floor. They've already walked the ball down the floor. Why is this referee so far out of the play? Why is she only getting... By the time she gets into the play, nothing's happened, so she missed it. Why is she not here quicker? Why is there no referee here quicker? And that's the problem with WNBA refs, is if you look at a lot of bad calls are made because all 3 refs are looking off the ball. Which is, as somebody that has played and refereed, was played at a decent enough level, refereed kind of like Dublin top amateur level here when I was growing up. That was like my job when I was a kid. I was a basketball ref. So, realistically, there's a difference between 2PO and 3PO refereed games based on where you have to look. And the thing is that a lot of the time, if someone who's used to reffing 2PO starts reffing 3PO games, they just ends up in situations where nobody looks at the ball. And it's what happens in our top league a lot. So in our top league in Ireland, there's 3 referees, and in our second league, there's 2 referees. And I think most players will tell you that it's like, you would rather have 2 of like the top referees sometimes than 3, because most of the games they ref are 2POs, so they're used to that. Whereas in a 3PO referees, you get away with it. Like, a lot of the time, it's not the off the ball. Well, this is an off the ball play, it's a weird one, but a lot of the times there's no referees that are watching the ball. They're very clear on what they're meant to watch. They're used to it in 2POs, and I think that's what the referees. I think they're making so little money that they're not used to refereeing 3-person games. That's my theory. That's my theory, because this is nothing to do with contact, by the way. This is nothing to do with contact. This is literally just none of them were looking. This was literally none of them were looking. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.